Okay, so in this video, we're looking at the difference between two proportions within the same sample. So if I wanted to look in my example of the last New Zealand general election at the difference between National and Labour, I would first have to work out the actual difference in their proportions. So the difference between National and Labour were between 46% and between 37%. So if I subtract the 37% from the 46%, I find that National had a 9% lead in the sample. Now, if I want to work out the expected margin of error between the difference in two samples, it's my margin of error times 2. So in this case, that's going to give me 2.4% times 2. So my difference is going to be, margin of error is going to be 4.8%. So therefore, the true population difference between National and Labour would be the 9%, the difference, plus or minus the two lots of the margin of error. Okay, and that's because if Labour were at their lowest value based on the margin of error and National were at their highest, then in effect that would be two lots of the margin of error. Whereas if National were at the smallest and Labour at their highest, that would in effect be two lots of the margin of error. So that's basically what we're doing. So my difference is 9%, and two lots of my margin of error are 4.8%. So therefore, the difference between National and Labour, the true population difference between National and Labour, is going to be somewhere between 13 and 8.8%, 9 plus 4.8, and 4.2%, which is the 9.9 minus the 4.8, and that's the true population difference. Now, I can therefore make a claim, because 0 does not fall within inside my range of values for the true population difference, that the higher proportion, or in this case, National's percentage, is significantly different from the Labour percentage. So they were always likely to get the larger percentage of votes. Okay? Remember, this is using my 95% confidence interval and using the rule of thumb to work out my margin of error. Okay, so if you need to go back and look at how we got those confidence intervals or those margin of errors, you need to look at those videos. So that's the difference. We've only got one more video to go on margin of errors and confidence intervals, and that's when we'll look at the difference between two proportions and when you've compared them from two different samples. Okay, until next time.